Welcome, friends. It is I, Hi-Rez Studios, and it's time for the vlog. And I am sick, so we'll see how good I do during this. Okay, so Soul, new god. Okay, in the background is Soul Jungle. My first time playing her in Conquest is in the jungle, and I'm experimenting with her, and I learned that basic attack is not the way to go. It is building power, but at first I have basic attack in this. Other side is a Soul ADC, and Soul ADC does pretty well. At the end of this game, you're going to see ridiculous numbers out of me and the other Soul. You're also going to see a very frustrated me because holy crap at this match. It's a very long match, a very frustrating match, but oh my god, it really shows what Soul can do. Soul is a glass cannon. She's very, very glass cannony. She can kill people in seconds, and she can also die in seconds, but she has means of survival. She has her 3 to help her gather. If you can survive for 3 seconds, you're going to get away because of your incorporalness, for which lasts another 3 seconds. Her 1 heals her for 25% at final level, which is pretty nice. So you're able to just stick around if you want. But if you build a strong caster, you can just kill people really badly. You're going to see at one point in this game, I one-shot Janice with her 2. With her 2. Her 2 hits really freaking hard. Now people are saying it's comparable to Janice's 2. And it is. Both abilities do a lot of damage. But because hers has basic attack to it as well, it's able to do even more with Pynomicon, which is nuts what it can do there. Also, you can do Demonic Grip instead of going Spear Magus, which I don't know the math which one is better to go. I would like to do the math on that, so I'm not sure. Now, here's the thing. This is a cycle we all know at this point. That is, every new god is stupid. They are really good, and then they get nerfed down. Sometimes they're stupidly good in PTS, and they get nerfed down from there, and then they have to get nerfed down even more from before. And it's just, as someone who's been playing the game for 3 years, it's kind of insulting and just really annoying to see this happen again and again and again. For years, it's been like this. The new god is usually kind of broken, and then they wreck stuff, and then they eventually get nerfed down. The thing is, Hi-Rez says, we're not doing this intentionally. We feel we would be losing money if we did this intentionally. Like, no, you're doing it intentionally. You're frustrating people, but you're giving everyone a new toy to play with every couple weeks. That's what you're doing here. And is it good in the long run or not? I have no clue. There's no real way to know whether or not this is good or not in the long run. Maybe it keeps people around long enough. Maybe enough people have tolerance to it that it'll be fine. I really don't know. But I find it very annoying. Extremely annoying. But it is what it is, I guess. So we just keep playing it. We keep just keep turning the wheels and just keep going forward. But at some point, maybe it'll be too much even for me. I don't know. Because some things are just insultingly bad. Medusa in PTS, how did she even get to PTS in that way? We've rehashed this before. She did 1,000 damage with her 1 in PTS. They nerfed that down, thankfully. Bellona was broken in PTS. She was still broken for a couple weeks after launch. Was really dumb there. Khepri had ridiculous numbers, so they had to nerf him a couple of times. They did nerf him a couple of times. He's still performing really well, but he feels a little bit better. Xingqian, on the other hand, does have stupid numbers. Well, he did have stupid numbers. They've been nerfing him a few times. They feel like they've over-nerfed him at this point, so they reverted at least one of his nerfs. And that's just how it is. Ravana was the underpowered god, but having one guy who was not overpowered like the rest of them does not make it okay, now does it? It's a bit ridiculous, and now we have Soul, who is a bit ridiculous. She is a bit much, so she should be brought down in line a little bit, and then she'd be pretty good, I think. Like, right now, she's just killing people. Okay, we're gonna see an arena with Soul, my first time playing her, and it's me doing very badly with her, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with her yet. This jungle game came right after that arena game, it's still me experimenting with her, so I don't know what I'm doing with her. You're gonna see an ADC Soul game where actually now I know what I'm doing with her, and oh my god. When you know what you're doing with Soul, it's done. You kind of just, oh my god, it's not even doing work, everything goes down against you. Nothing can stand against her fire. It's kind of crazy. She does damage. Of course, you can try to focus her out, but then again, she can use beads, use Aegis, anything to keep her alive long enough for her incorporeal form to show up, and then she's good. That's all she needs, because when she's incorporeal, she's just a pain in the ass to take out. Halloween arena, that's cool. We'll see that Monday. It's a pretty cool looking thing. And then drinking the potion, yeah, that's funny right there. I got surprised the one time I used it. The other times, I used it a couple times, but the other times I didn't see it. I was either looking at items or something else, so I didn't see it in time. So I didn't get surprised by it, but I did get surprised one time by it the first time. And yeah, just drink the potion, if you have not. Well, I might have spoiled what it is by saying what I said. Crap. Okay, well, I said what I said. Other Smite related stuff. Most of the buffs and nerfs were fine. Shock's buff is a little scary. I'm gonna do some invasions with Shock. I'm gonna have invasions with Shock for a while and see how that works out. Because that slow on his 3 is kind of crazy. Kind of really good. So Really want to see how well that invade could work out at an early level. And then Nox's buff, yeah, not a fan of it. Nox is redonk with that buff. It guarantees ganks so well in the game right now. Not a fan of it. Definitely not a fan of that right there. And I talked about in the patch notes, Bluestone nerf got reverted because they didn't feel like it was a good nerf. And so they'll try a different nerf going forward. I have no idea what they're going to do with that item. I'm not a fan of the item. And we'll see what they do with the nerf there. Let's see here. Mariachi Loki is amazing. There will be a video of it eventually. And that skin is great. That's a pretty good skin. I like it. It's a pretty cool skin there. Oh, there's Smite related stuff here. Thinking. I think that's it for just talking about Smite stuff. Odyssey skins we know about. Space Numas coming up, which should be a good skin. Then we got Radtox dressed up as Fenrir, which is just hilarious looking. And then there's Dragon Knight, Ao Kuang. So there's the stuff coming up. We still don't know what the tier 5 will be. I'm definitely curious what it will be. Santos, of course, a good skin. And he gets played often enough. So I'm just curious what the other skin will be. I'm also curious who the convention skin will be. And if there will be an SWC skin. There probably will be. I'm just curious what it will be. Since we already had Ares. Let's see here. Anything else? Smite related. Guan Yu guide came out. Hades guide's coming up. There's going to be a Hoyi Machinima I'm working on, so I got to get that done eventually. I'm sick right now, so it's going to be a little bit longer. It might be out sometime in October. I wanted to get it out this week, but it's not going to happen. I'm too effed up. I'll be lucky if I even get Hades guide done, which is unfortunate. I was planning on trying to get 2 guides done this week, and I picked a bad time to get sick. Definitely picked a bad time to get sick, which is unfortunate. Because I'm like, alright, we're in a good position right now. First internship's done. I just did finals, so it'll be a light week next week. So there you go, and then I get sick. So that's unfortunate. Next internship starts up. Before I talk about that, though, talk about the channel some more. Smite talked about... Okay, let's see here. Channel. Okay, so... One Piece LP ends this week, because we're about to be caught up with the anime. And then the next LP should be pretty good. We're going to do a spooky LP because it is October, so that's something to look forward to. We're going to do Scare Cam. Got to get that Markiplier money, you know? So we're going to do that, so that should be fun to see how that goes. I don't know what kind of person I am with Scare Cams, though, because I don't do Scare Cam games, so I might just be doing it straight and not being entertaining enough. We'll see how it is. The game is curious. It's a very interesting game we're going through, and I'm interested to see how it does going forward, because just the subject matter of it and my own background, we'll see how that game goes. I'm definitely curious how y'all will like that game. So far, it's interesting to me. Let's see here. One-shots, HOTS. Me and Jinx are talking about it. I think we're going to do something different about... HOTS, we might... what we're thinking about doing is we might cut HOTS and do another one-shot, so we do more one-shots. So I can show you guys more games, basically. I'm only showing you 1 a week. Now, if I can show you 2 a week, that might be better. So we might replace HOTS with another one-shot, which means just playing more games, showing off more games, things that might be interesting to everyone. That might be what goes forward there. But we have at least a little bit more HOTS to go before we do these extra one-shots. And we might decide against that and just do HOTS instead. We'll see. We're debating right now, but I think what's going to happen going forward is the Wednesday HOTS will be replaced with another one-shot. So we'll have one-shots for Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then Smite is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we have LP Monday through Friday. Vlog on Sundays. And then the highlights on Saturdays. So we're still making almost... We're making about 13 videos a week. That's pretty crazy right there. Oh, we also have a chess video coming out because we did the chess rolls for Loki skin, which was a fun thing to do on stream. One more thing about the channel before I talk about internships. That is, the 3-year anniversary is coming up. The 3-year anniversary is in a couple days, like over a week, and we should do a big thing of it. And obviously, I'm thinking it's got to be on a Saturday because that's the best day to do things because people are in school Friday. So Saturday would be it. It might have to be during the SPL. That's no choice there. People have lost interest in SPL kind of just because of how they're doing placements, but it's because of the freaking... because of all the DDoS attacks on the SPL, they had to do it that way. They had to make it up to 6 now. That's just how it is. So the Lantern is going to be huge, but people are caring a little bit less about the main games, which is unfortunate. I'm thinking not the 17th, but maybe the 24th, that Saturday, we might do an all-day stream, and we'll play Smite, HOTS, random games. I'll give away a bunch of indie games, give away maybe a AAA game or 2, and give away gems. Give away a bunch of gems, give away some God Pack, at least one God Pack. We'll just give away a lot of stuff on that day. 24th most likely, Not guarantee that just yet. Next week I'll figure out if that's the day to do it. But 24th is the most likely day to do it for our 3rd year anniversary. That's what will likely be, but I'm not guaranteeing that just yet. Not at all. So, I wish I was in better health right now. Holy crap. Okay, so that's everything on the channel. As you can see, the Soul game's still going. You can see I have a pretty not the best build. It's an okay build. I'm like, I'll try building like Alquang. That was the wrong way to do it. That's the wrong idea. You build like Mage Alquang, not like Basic Attack Alquang, and you'll wreck. But I tried building Basic Attack Alquang, and that did not work out. Among the basic attackers, you've got Soul, Freya, and Kronos, and depending whether you want to count Alquang. Freya can do about 700 damage consistently when she's fully built. Kronos does a crap ton of damage, and he has abilities that help him out. And then Soul just does a lot of damage, and she has a lot of like survivability kind of things right there. Of the 3, I still would say probably Kronos number 1. The reason why Kronos number 1 is because his base attack's wreck, and he's able to stun a god and then just take them out, or rewind, go back to full, and then kill them. Like, Kronos against Freya, she can ult, but he can also ult out of that situation. He can stun her and shred her. He does his 2 for whatever passive you want. He shreds her, hits her with the 3 for stun, hits her with a 1 to do even more, and then she's probably dead by then, or another basic will do it. Kronos against Soul is about the same thing. She can last forever. She does her incorporeal, he does his ult at the same time, or just waits and then beats her up some more. Kronos, I think, is just the best one out of those 3 when it comes to just 1v1 fighting. Now, when it comes to doing just conquest, they're all pretty good. Freya can wreck if she's built well enough, and if she doesn't get killed too much. Kronos is a pretty safe play, and then Soul's just doing amazing damage right now. After nerf, I'm wondering how that'll be. But all of them can shred towers really well, all of them can shred gods really well. But I feel like Soul, it doesn't do it through basic attack. She does it through her 2's casting, and then she can basic attack towers down pretty well, though. She's pretty much on par with Kronos when it comes to tower killing. Mid-game, she can do it really quick, just like he can. Late-game, Freya kills towers like nothing, but all of them do pretty much because they're built for it. Alright, so let's talk about Internship. So, Internship, I did my first 8 weeks. This is with one group. It was system maintenance. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed being in the dirt digging with these guys, fixing pipes, meeting the public, and just doing good work. I enjoyed doing good work. This was great. I'm really happy about that. We fixed mains, we fixed valves, we fixed hydrants. I saw water just, it was kind of raining, and when a main burst happens, it's shooting up like a geyser. You're getting covered by the water as you're digging in the mud to try to fix this pipe. Other guys are working to try to isolate that spot so that there's no more water getting wasted, but you're in the middle of it just trying to get it done, because the sooner you get that done, the better. Especially if they can't isolate it too soon, then you want to try to patch it up or slow down the pressure or something while it's just going wrong. Especially because if the valves further out might not be good, then you have to just go even further out. There's a lot of factors going on in pipe work that could be holding you back, especially if they're not being maintained very well, and you just do work on it and stuff like that, and you just interact with a lot of things. It was a lot of fun work. I really enjoyed it. But the thing is, like I put it, is I enjoy being a soldier, but I want to be a general. I enjoy being on the field doing the work, but I want to be the guy that leads the people doing the work, because I want to just be that person, the one who's moving the pieces, the one who's got the plan, not the one doing the plan, not the piece being moved, but the one doing that. And that's partially probably because I just want to have control, because I'm a megalomaniac, but that's actually the reason right there, I guess. And it's partially just ambition, because I want to be higher and higher and higher. I don't want to just be a soldier. I want to be the general. I want to be the lead guy. That's what I want to be. And because of that, it's a bit of a conflict for me, because there's what I want and there's what I enjoy. And I'm sure I'll enjoy what I want as well. I just got to get to that point. I've only been a soldier, and I've enjoyed being a soldier, but I have not been a manager, at least not in the work world. In gaming, I've been a leader many times. I've led clans of a couple hundred. I've done stuff like that. I've been a leader of things. I've also been a follower. In order to lead, it's good to know how to follow. It's good to know how to fall in line and do what needs to be done. And so with that, you know how to lead. You hopefully know how to lead, and then have other people fall in line under you if you know how to do that correctly. And I've done that. I've been in clans where I'm under a leader who's really good, and usually I'm their number 2 or number 3, and I'm advising them because I like being in a pretty strong role while doing the work. And then if something happens to them, then I take charge and I'll do stuff like that. I'm usually in a power position in groups because I like to lead, but sometimes I like to not have to be the main leader in a way. And I also like to advise lead, which is also a fun thing to do. But I want to be the top man want to be the guy that has to have the answers, because I feel like being in that position could just be just a good thing of character, as well as just being the guy that needs to be relied on, that needs to just do the things, means you have to be a better person. So being someone good enough for that as a self-improvement thing isn't a bad idea for me, I think. That's pretty good. Now, there are a lot of people who are in lead positions who are just shitty people, and you don't want to. I don't want to be that. I definitely don't want to be that. I want to be a good leader. Definitely want to do that. And I got to work on being a leader in a lot of ways. But here's the thing, is that I realize I'm not really translating that. There's a lot of things that I'm doing in one way that I'm not doing in another. And when it comes to entertaining with the Twitch and everything, I'm not leading as well as I could. I don't think I'm establishing very well what I'm doing. And let's just talk about that a moment. So, we have the streams, and we have, of course, usually when we're playing a game, I call the shots because I see things. And I'll say attack here, gank here, and stuff like that with the VGS, or I'll click on things. And sometimes people go for what I'm trying to suggest, and some people don't. And the reason why we don't always, of course, connect is because I'm not using we're not using a curse chat or anything like that. And that has its own reasoning. One reasoning why we don't use curse chat is because if we use curse chat, that is a whole ball of editing that would be a pain in the ass to really do at this point. The other one is people are unpredictable. People will say some of the worst things sometimes on curse chat, and then that will just completely ruin using that game. We've had that. And also just because people can be very negative on curse chat, which can bring down a team, which is not very good. That's not good at all. That's some of the factors against curse chat. Why I don't really like using curse chat while recording is because it could make a good game worth showing, not worth showing. And that's one of the problems there. Now, when I'm not recording, then just play and then, yeah, call shots, stuff like that. But here's the thing that I don't convey well, and that is critiquing. Although those who've been watching for a long time see it, I'm critiquing everything people are doing in these games when I notice them, when they make a mistake, when they're not aggressive enough, or they're too aggressive, if they're in too deep, if they're not in deep enough, if they're not warding, if they're not doing their abilities in the right way, if they're doing the combo wrong, if they're buying the wrong build or whatever. If you're doing something wrong, I will likely point it out. I will point it out a lot. And this is because, what am I about? I'm about you guys getting better at the game. Look, there's two things. I'm about you guys getting better at the game. I'm also about having fun. But when you play with me, when we're doing Smite, it is about you doing better. So it's about saying what you guys and gals are doing wrong so you don't make that mistake again, so you get better at the game. Sometimes a viewer will be listening to me while I'm playing the stream, while they're playing with me, and then they'll defend themselves, and that is the incorrect thing to do. Take what I see, take what I'm saying, and try to do better on that. And I have not conveyed that well enough, I don't think. Like, if you're a regular, you know I'm doing that. But the new people don't understand that, and I think I need to establish that more, is that that's what's going to happen. Because I want you to do better, so I'm going to point out what you do wrong. And at the same time, people think I think I'm sinless, but no way. You hear me all the time, like, okay, I screwed up this shot. I screwed up this placement. I screwed up this positioning. I'm constantly saying what I'm doing wrong so that you can learn from my mistakes as I'm doing the videos as well. This is something I do, which somehow some people don't notice, which is really weird. I will call out where everyone's playing wrong, and I will call out where I'm playing wrong. And I do that every game. And somehow, some way, someone is thinking I'm saying shit about everyone but myself, which blows my mind. Because the first person to critique me is usually me, of course. Because usually, when I'm dead, I obviously know I effed up somewhere. So I gotta critique, how did I screw up here? And I was like, well, okay, I went too deep on this one. Or I got the kill, unfortunately I got caught here. Now, unless I'm committing to a one for one for strategic reasons, then, like, those are usually fine. Or maybe I just get caught and I just had a bad beat or something, and I'll mention that. Like, if I didn't miss this shot, it would have been fine. If I was able to dodge better, it would have been fine. Or I just got caught in a bad spot for me, good spot for them. Or I just got 3 ganked under tower. That was a good spot by them, good job by them there. Maybe I could have scrambled out of it. I am constantly saying things about my deaths. Like, if you notice it, just go to a death. Now, if I die like 20 times, but that doesn't happen. Now, if I die maybe 8 or 10 times, maybe by those deaths, I'm just done with them. Like, ugh, great. Okay, and then just do something else. But usually when I'm dying, the first couple deaths, I critique pretty well on that. Now, sometimes, of course, I don't buy the right active, or I don't buy the right item here or there. And sometimes I do, and then I get criticized. Okay, 2 things. One is I build what worked for me, and people give me shit for it. The thing is, this build works for me. If I try to build someone else's build, and it's not to my playstyle, it ain't gonna mean a damn thing. A certain build doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to play it that way, or if you don't like playing it that way. And that's what happens sometimes, is where we get people criticizing my builds, despite the fact they freaking work for me. They might not work for you, but they do work for me, and maybe they will work for you. I don't know. Now, the other thing is, like, actives. The one item that usually gets suggested a lot if I get caught with a lot of CC is beads. And I'm in this mindset of you don't need beads if you have a good positioning. And that's usually the case. Now, if you are getting focused, if they're constantly trying to CC you down, then maybe you should be getting beads then. And certain gods should be getting beads anyway. Gods without escapes should be getting beads or combat blink or Aegis, depending on the situation. But me, I usually go for aggressive active builds instead of defensive active builds, and that's a viable thing you can do. But if I'm getting focused with a lot of CC and I don't buy beads, if I just refuse to buy beads, which has happened, that's not good. And that's just a quirk that I have. And something I can do better on. And usually I'll argue with people when they say you should be buying beads. Sometimes I'll accept it, but sometimes I won't. That's just a quirk for me, I suppose. But what I'm talking about here is criticism, I suppose. And that is being able to take it, being able to dish it out. I can dish it out. I can take it sometimes, I can't take it other times, depending on how annoyed I am. I haven't raged in 2 weeks, which is pretty good. And hopefully we don't rage again. But I can get pretty annoyed or pretty unhappy and a bit mad, but I have not gone full-blown rage in a long time. I can get annoyed here and there, and you're like, what the hell was that? What the hell are you guys doing? Now, if that happens for like 20 minutes, which happens in the Soul game, some really bad mistakes happen in the Soul game, I'm like, no, 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 or just a little more aggressive about it, but I have not raged in a while, which is good. But the thing is, I am capable of a commanding voice, a very authoritative voice, which comes off as very angry and aggressive, but that's not really what it is. It's more of a, no, don't do that. You gotta do this instead. Because you are blowing it too many times. You've died 6 times doing that. You can't do that anymore. You need to learn from your mistake. Do this instead. Stop doing that thing over there. Like, that is a more assertive tone there, but it can also be taken off as more aggressive and angry, but it's not. It is just, no, stop doing that. There's a better thing you can do. And that is just a different tone. But depending on some people, they take it as a more aggressive tone. Now, when I am angry, when I am raging, oh, you can tell. Oh, you can tell. But it's a whole different thing, though. I guess this became just talking about critiques and doing better on that one. Last things to talk about is your channel. So, next internship, I won't know the schedule until Monday, so we'll see how the channel is affected by that. We do like 13 videos a week. We're going to try to always do 13 videos a week, but we'll see what happens. Jinx is celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving, which doesn't exist. And then I'll be celebrating Thanksgiving next month, which does exist. And then, and then we'll see how Jinx gets busy with finals, how I get busy with finals. Jinx was busy with midterms. See how that affects things, how it affects machinimas, how that affects special projects. Like, there's a lot more projects I'd like to do, but then work or school gets in the way of that. That's just how it is, which is just unfortunate. I can't remember if I talked about this in my sickness to myself, or I talked about this on this vlog. So internship days. When I go to internship, I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Then I go to work, and traffic's going to be about an hour and a half to get to work. And then I'm at work for 10 hours. And then I got to drive to school, which is about an hour and a half to get to school. And then I'm at school for 3 hours, and I drive home, which is about an hour drive. It adds up to about 15, 16 hours taken out of my day, which can't be used on the channel, obviously. And then, of course, those other hours need to be used to eat, to study, to sleep, whatever needs to be done that day, right? Luckily, it's usually only 3 days a week, so the other 2 days I'm able to still work on content. What happens is, before internship, I spent like 12 hours a day on the channel. Now it's, on internship days, probably can only spend an hour on the channel. Luckily, Jinx, of course, she has time to work on it here and there. But on non-school days, non-work days, I'm able to dedicate 10 to 8 hours again. So, still putting in about 40 plus hours a week into the channel. It's just not what it used to be, which was usually about 60 hours. Prior to internship, we were putting in about maybe 60 hours a week. Now it's about 40 hours a week. So it's about 20-hour drop-off. Still putting a lot of work in there, though. And we'll see what the schedule is for Twitch Monday. Because I don't know what it is yet, because I got to figure out what days I'm going to work. But it's a pretty tiring thing, and it has affected my energy in some ways, and my candor in some ways. And I just got to do better, as always, with that. And I could still do better as an entertainer, for sure. But we'll see how that affects things going forward. And once I get a full-time job, then we'll see how that affects things. And once I'm done with school, we'll see how that affects things. Like, constantly affecting things. About summer of next year, school's done. And hopefully I have a job. When that happens, I should have better control over my life and my schedule, and we'll have a more solid schedule for everything, and the channel will be transformed then, as it's being transformed now, going forward with this or that. A lot of things going on there. So there you go, that right there is the vlog, and thank you as always to everyone for watching, and you can see the soul game is still going, and I don't remember if it's aggravating yet, but at a point it does get aggravating, so just keep watching that, see how crazy Soul is, see how hard she's hitting people, how hard she gets hit as well, how strong the enemy Soul's playing. The enemy Soul gets like a triple kill, and then like a double kill, like, the enemy Soul does really good, and I do pretty well as well. But it takes a while to get there because I'm experimenting with builds. But there you go with that. And thank you to Jinx for all of her hard work, and that right there is the vlog. And there's still a lot more game to watch, so there you go. I had fun making it, hope I'm watching it, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time, and I'm going to go sleep forever. I am sick. And there's still a stream later today. See you next time. See you later. Also next time. See ya. Bye. Go. Don't get sick, people. It's not fun. Later.
Been here long enough.
An ally has been slain. How much do you think the enemy team is paying them? A teammate did a thing.
Prepare for trouble and make it double.
Break it down. Oh, so fun.
Did you know that dying kills you?
Rally.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Some damage? More, please. I'll attack left lane. Huh!
Gank middle lane. Gank middle lane.
Time to shine! Be careful!
Defend the fire giant.
Huh!
Defend
Kaboom!
the fire giant. Defend the fire giant.
Huh! It's a trap! Be careful! Be careful! Huh! Let's make it hot!
Don't you even feel a little? Maybe you should keep an eye on that guy.
Enemy ultimate incoming!
Get through this.
Watch the turn! Let's go! I'm angry!
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Hitting you back! Time! Break it down! Angry!
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Stop right there!
is under attack.
You have slain me.
You are so
You really cook at this.
tiny.
Let's go! Hold up! I'm angry! Break it down! Face me! Ha! Kaboom!
An ally has been slain. How much do you think the enemy team is paying him?
Double
An enemy has been smote. Yeah.
Let the heavens rain.
Two for the triple kill.
Some damage? More, please.
Lightning bolt. An ally has returned.
Kaboom! Ha! Oh, sorry. A little unstable. Enemy missing. Ha! Ha!
An enemy has left the game.
Yeah! Ha!
An ally has been slain.
Let's break it down! Ha! On my way! Retreat!
Hold still.
An ally has been slain. How much do you think the enemy team is paying?
Little unstable.
You really cook their biscuit.
Let's go! Let's make it work! Now I'm angry!
Lands ready.
No fun!
Hey, you died.
Over here!
An ally has been slain. Teammates started bleeding.
Face me!
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
An enemy has returned. An enemy has left the game.
Break it down! I'll attack left lane. Split push. Retreat! Careful, middle.
An ally has been slain.
Let's
team has
Be
destroyed a
careful!
right enemy
Incoming right! On my way!
Retreat!
Reinforcements on the way!
Killing spree!
Yes, this I like! Be careful!
An ally has been slain.
Yeah! Ooh, a
Teammates
little
got it.
unstable!
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Time to shine!
Fight me.
No!
Lift the hammer!
Yes! Kaboom!
Really? Only a double kill?
No more nice girls! Let's make it hot! Been here long enough! Save me!
An enemy has returned.
Killing spree. Don't you even feel a little bit bad?
Possible!
I'm angry! Attack! Middle lane!
An enemy has left the game.
I'll attack middle lane!
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
A little unstable. Break it down! Nice job. Good work. Attack left lane. Time to shine. Been here long enough. I need it. Now I'm angry. No fun. Let's go.
Maybe you should keep an eye on that guy.
Some reinforcements. Stop right there. Kaboom. On my way.
Enemies in middle lane.
Be careful. Ultimate is ready. The lands refresh.
Let's make it hot. Kaboom.
The
Break
rain
it
comes.
down. Be right back.
How much do
when
you
you
think
put
the enemy
yourself
team is
back
paying?
together.
Two for the show.
Like making hugs.
An enemy has been slain.
Time to stock up.
Be careful left.
Time to stock up. Let's go! Enemy missing! Be careful! That should do it. Be careful! Kaboom!
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is ready.
You have
What's
slain
the
me.
curve?
You
A
really
little
could
unstable. Down.
biscuit.
Shine! Ha! Huh! Yeah! Attack! Let's go!
An enemy has been smoked.
Good work!
Yeah.
Attack! Middle lane!
Run!
Attack! Yeah!
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Attack! Let's make it hot!
An ally has been slain. Ew! What did you do to her?
Now I'm angry!
An enemy has been smoked.
Good work!
Prepare for trouble.
Don't let your triples just be triples.
Okay.
Get that quadra. teammate did a thing.
Let's make it come! A perfect spot, ultimate is down. Been here long enough. Over here. Yeah. Oh, a little unstable.
An enemy has been smoked. Yeah.
Let's go! Stop right there! On my way! Wow, I'm angry! Breaking down! Retreat!
Retreat!
Yeah! I'll attack the gold ears! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Okay. Oh, sorry. Hua! Ha!
An ally has been slain. How much do you think? Really? Only a double
Retreat!
kill? Come on.
Let's go!
An ally has been slain. Ugh. Teammates started feeding.
Kaboom!
You did a thing.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Let's make it come! Ha! No fun!
Oh, dying. Your own feet.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed. Yeah. Your right phoenix is under attack.
Over here!
Your right phoenix has been destroyed.
Killing spree. TSA, hey, wait a minute. There's an extra body here.
All right, Lieutenant. Who killed the fucking man?
Always be prepared.
Lightning bolt.
been slain. Ugh. Teammates started beating.
Your Titan is under attack. Retreat! Retreat!
Been here long enough. Retreat.
An ally has been slain.
sorry.
How much do you think the enemy team is paying him?
Good game.
Your Titan is under attack.
You have... Yeah, I guess they're dead.
Possible!
Bring it down. Kaboom! Ha! Good game. Relax and take a deep breath, boy. Oh, sorry.